Hello everyone, welcome to the Al Razda channel. So today we're going to tell spoilers for episode 152 in the SwallowedStar series based on the novel story. Remember, this is just a novel version. If there are differences in the story in the series, please understand, guys. Okay, instead of being curious, let's watch the video until it's finished. Long story short, after Luo Feng was chased by Wu Qi, here Wu Qi, who tried to enter the bear illusion monster lair area, suddenly attacked him and retreated. On the other hand, Luo Feng finally managed to change his body shape into a bear thanks to his Mosha clan body, and camouflaged himself into the finished parts of the monsters. On the other hand, Wu Qi immediately told how Luo Feng was killed by the ice bear illusion monster. Here Wu Qi contacted a person named Bayan, who was the strongest world master warrior of the six of them. During the call, Wu Qi told Bayan that he had found their target. Hearing that, Bayan was very happy and excited. However, Wu Qi said that he could not confirm whether the target was really killed or not. Wu Qi then recounted the whole incident. Bayan was shocked and thought that it might not be the target but some other warrior with a unique ability. From the formation of this Devil Mountain, it was said that there were many unique warriors living inside the Devil Mountain. Therefore, Bayan thought that the person Wu Qi was chasing might be one of them. Then, Bayan advised Wu Qi to continue monitoring the cave entrance and try to check inside occasionally. If Wu Qi hid his whereabouts, then he wouldn't be detected by those Devil Mountain monsters. Hearing that, Wu Qi nodded and immediately ended his call. The story moved to the side of the cave where Luo Feng was. At this moment, the Devil Mountain monsters were doing their activities, and some of these monsters occasionally walked where Wu Qi route had escaped earlier. That way, some of them were separated from the herd. On one hand, at the time when all the monsters gathered, Luo Feng, who was still in his bear form, was quite surprised, because the herd of monsters that had previously hunted Wu Qi had already returned without any remnants of the fight. This indicates that Wu Qi has not been found or killed by the monsters. Time passed. At this moment, Luo Feng was in bear mode. He imitated the activities of these monsters and occasionally tried to adapt to the monsters' behavior. Then a while later, Luo Feng started walking and moved away from the crowd, but suddenly Babata informed him that she sensed the world energy belonging to the previous world master figure that chased them before. With that, Luo Feng, who was still in bear form, tried to lure by ramming part of his body into the cave wall. The crash produced quite a loud sound, so Wu Qi, who heard it, assumed that there was one of the monsters acting stupidly on the move. Luo Feng, on the other hand, continued to move away from the nest area and Wu Qi's vicinity. While walking, Babata kept thinking that it was strange that the World Master was guarding the entrance instead of running away. If he was only hunting black tokens, then if he had been cornered earlier, he should have fled and not held the entrance. However, that powerful figure kept guarding the entrance as if it was targeting Luo Feng. Hearing Babata's words, Luo Feng was immediately surprised because what Babata said made sense. Babata then explained that for a Devil Mountain native warrior, they could join the Virtual Universe Company if they could survive inside this Devil Mountain for 1 month or collect 1,000 black tokens or 1 red token. However, surviving for a month or collecting black tokens for a World Master level 6 warrior was very easy. So Babata concluded that perhaps that powerful figure didn't intend to collect black tokens, but rather was targeting Luo Feng. According to her information, there were a total of 3 Virtual Universe Company geniuses that entered this Devil Mountain, including Luo Feng. And Babata said that there might be people who wanted to eliminate one of them. Hearing that, Luo Feng was instantly shocked and also confused as to why anyone would be after them, and who he had previously alluded to. Babata said that anything could happen, and in any place in the universe, there would be such an occurrence. That's why Babata advised Luo Feng to be careful, because Devil Mountain wasn't that simple. It turned out that as Luo Feng walked forward, he encountered a very strange, thick wall, and it was extremely hard. It was said that even World Master level warriors would not be able to break this cave wall, and they could only pass through the existing cave passages. With that, Luo Feng returned back to the monster's lair, or the ice forest, while looking for a safe way out. The days went by quickly. At this time, Luo Feng continued to enter into the ice forest that was the lair of the monsters in Devil Mountain. Since the previous road route was still guarded by the World Master figure who targeted him, Luo Feng didn't dare to go through it alone. Because now, if there was a warrior nearby, it would sense that this Luo Feng's bear power was at universe level 3, and it would be an easy target. Hence, Luo Feng had no other choice but to go deeper into this icy forest, and he hoped that he would encounter another safe exit. As Luo Feng went deeper, he no longer saw a single other monster, and he also sensed that the strength of the illusory attack pressure from this place was getting higher and higher. According to Luo Feng's estimation, even the strength of a third-level World Master-level warrior wouldn't be able to withstand it either. As we know, Luo Feng, who had the Void Pagoda from his inheritance master, Huyan Bo, that could resist the influence of illusory or mental attacks. Hence, he could withstand the pressure exerted by this ice forest. Then, after about a few hundred kilometers, Luo Feng never again felt the presence of other monsters. He immediately transformed into his human body mode. The more Luo Feng entered into the ice forest, the more he could feel the pressure power had increased. According to Babata, this illusory pressure that existed in Devil Mountain usually only affected the minds of universe-level warriors. Perhaps if he continued to go inside, then the illusory power could affect immortal-level warriors. If that happened, Luo Feng didn't have the confidence to get through it, but with strong determination and unwilling to linger in this ice forest, Luo Feng finally went even deeper. After entering for several 100,000 kilometers, Luo Feng saw that there were 3 adjacent caves. The size of each of these caves was huge. They could be up to 24 kilometers wide and about 6 to 7 kilometers high. Then, Luo Feng randomly chose to enter the 3 caves. But before entering, Luo Feng turned his head back and looked at the ice forest. Then he thought, with the illusory pressure as strong as it was just now, there was no way it couldn't hold a great secret from that place. Then Luo Feng immediately turned around and entered the cave. But when Luo Feng was close enough to the cave door, he suddenly felt something suck him into the cave. It was so fast, Luo Feng didn't even have time to react. Luo Feng was shaken, and he felt an extremely terrifying illusory force of pressure as he was sucked into the cave. At this moment, Luo Feng entered some sort of extremely powerful energy vortex. As such, Luo Feng immediately took out rattan-rubbed cloud to restrain himself from being sucked in deeper. The rattan-rubbed cloud currently had a strength at Domain Master level 9. As such, each of its branches had an extremely long size, hence why Luo Feng was currently sort of taking out the stalks of the rattan-rubbed cloud, which was a lot. However, even with the rattan-rubbed cloud, Luo Feng still couldn't resist it. As such, he immediately used the body mode of his Mosha clan. Well, with Luo Feng's Mosha mode's understanding of the power of high-level space-type origin law, he was able to break out of this vortex straw while relying on explosive power. Here Luo Feng was sweating as he made his way out of the cave and was wondering what would happen if he was swallowed. Then Babata suddenly came out saying that it was a death trap. Death traps are made from the evolution of nature by itself that happened millions of years ago. However, there were various types of death traps, and the one Luo Feng encountered now was a sudden one. These traps were unsafe on the outside, but when approached, they would pose a sudden threat. According to Babata's story, there had probably been very many genius warriors killed by the death traps in this universe, even for the immortal level. When hearing Babata's story, Luo Feng recalled Master Zhen Yan's story that just before entering Devil Mountain, there was a genius who could kill an ordinary immortal level warrior while still at the World Master level. However, the genius never returned while on a mission in a secret realm. Then, Luo Feng again focused on looking at one of the caves. He couldn't choose the previous cave. With that, he stared at one of the 2 caves that he wanted to enter. Finally, Luo Feng decided to enter one of the caves that he thought was safe. It was true that when Luo Feng stood in front of the cave door, He didn't feel any kind of terrifying energy. With that, Luo Feng used his heavenly forbidden shuttle to enter. In an instant, Luo Feng entered the cave up to 100,000 kilometers deep, and at the end of this cave, there were 38 adjacent cave doors. However, there were already 3 corpses in front of these doors. Seeing this, Luo Feng thought that maybe there were people who had been here first. At this time, Luo Feng paused for a moment and had not continued his journey. Long story short, 3 days later, after he came out of the ice forest, Luo Feng no longer found any threatening situations, and he recalled the incident when he was inside the ice forest. Luo Feng thought that there must be a big secret as to why the illusory pressure in the ice forest was so terrifying, and also that there was a death trap in one of the caves earlier. While Luo Feng was thinking, Babata said that he knew that Luo Feng would definitely think about this incident. Knowing this, Babata said, "It's true. In a dangerous place, there must be some kind of treasure that is extremely valuable." This was also the reason why many powerful and ambitious warriors were killed in this incident. Babata added that Luo Feng's strongest power was in his Golden Horn body mode, but right now his strength was still at Domain Master level 9. If Luo Feng tried this death trap, his death rate would be over 99%. It was said that immortal level warriors wouldn't be able to survive the death trap. Upon hearing Babata's suggestion, Luo Feng was instantly stunned and confirmed that what Babata said made sense. With his strength now, he had to be self-aware and not be too greedy. Otherwise, death would be waiting for him. In this vast universe, there are many places that resemble death traps. Therefore, Babata advised Luo Feng to be careful in the future. On the other side, in a cave, several people were resting, led by an elderly-looking warrior. The old warrior seemed to have World Master level power, which could be seen because he could release his world energy. Then suddenly, while some of those warriors were talking, the old warrior felt that someone with 9th universe power was coming. With that, when they were about 100 kilometers away, the old warrior told one of his 9th level Domain Master disciples named Kamulu to move. Kamulu immediately carried out the order and moved at high speed to the place where the 9th level universe warrior was discovered. Well, it turned out to be Luo Feng. The moment Luo Feng felt the world energy spreading, he was immediately shocked and knew that there was a 5th or 6th World Master level warrior nearby, and he immediately prepared to escape. However, just as he was about to escape, he suddenly heard a shout saying that when his master liked a man, he would not let him go. Hearing that, Luo Feng's hair stood on end, and he was simultaneously shocked that there was a male warrior who wanted him so badly. That meant that the old warrior was gay. According to his information in the vast universe, there are many other races and life forms, and some of them also have same-sex preferences. However, most of them were normal warriors. So far, Luo Feng had not found any warriors who had gay disorder. Well, because of that, Luo Feng didn't think too much about it, as it wasn't too important. But now when this situation was right before his eyes, Luo Feng was definitely very shocked and frightened. Knowing that Luo Feng was being hunted by the abnormal grandfathers, Babata burst out laughing, as this situation was really funny. Luo Feng guessed that this warrior chasing him must have originally been one of the victims of the crazy gay grandfather, and had gradually become his disciple with the hidden intention of satisfying his lustful desires. When Kamulu almost approached Luo Feng, he shouted that Luo Feng didn't need to run away. Otherwise, he would hurt him and cause Luo Feng's body to break. If that happened, his master would scold him. Upon hearing this, Luo Feng immediately turned around and shouted loudly as he stood up. "Go away, damn it!" Luo Feng shouted. Luo Feng immediately used his Mosha body mode to confront Kamulu. Luo Feng was too lazy to waste time dealing with these gays. Therefore, he used his Mosha mode. Luo Feng was actually able to finish off Kamulu with his main body. Luo Feng's Mosha mode immediately swung his red shadow sword and moved at a high speed. Until Kamulu didn't realize that Luo Feng was actually already on his back, Luo Feng was able to decapitate him instantly. With that, Kamulu looked at Luo Feng with bulging eyes, and finally, his body fell down. On the other side of Grandpa Gay, he seemed to be wondering why Kamulu had not returned yet. As such, he immediately expelled his world energy to scan Kamulu's energy, and he soon found out that Kamulu had been successfully eliminated. Furious, Gay Grandpa waved his hand and unleashed a terrifying power. With this power, even the universe-level youths who were serving him were instantly crushed. The Gay Grandfather shouted, saying that whoever killed Kamulu would also kill him while, well, you know, bro. Then, Gay Grandpa expanded his world energy and moved at lightning speed. However, on Luo Feng's side, when he used his motion mode, he could move extremely fast, and now, he was already 1,000,000 kilometers away from where he had killed Kamulu. This time, Luo Feng seemed to be traumatized when he came face to face with a gay man, and it was truly terrifying. Then, Luo Feng took a short break and entered the virtual world to reunite with his family while reflecting about his body. Long story short, after some time had passed, Babata suddenly informed him that there was a 9th World Master-level warrior nearby. Luo Feng immediately returned to reality and saw that there was already a short man standing in front of him with 9th-level World Master strength. The short man also seemed to be very excited at the sight of Luo Feng, who only had 9th-level universe strength, but Luo Feng looked calm when he looked at the warrior. And that's the spoiler this time, guys. There may be gender differences from each character between the series, especially the gay grandfather, who is probably a woman sitting in his trailer who is interested in Luo Feng. We know that in China, it is forbidden to do things with the same sex. For example, if this content offends you, please apologize, guys, because I made this explanation from the source novel. Okay, thank you for watching until the end. The last word from me, bye.